Please welcome Janine van Hooft, a long-standing friend and collaborator of Paul Fockens.
Dear colleagues and friends, it's a great honor to give this laudation speech to the UEG Lifetime Awardee 2024, Professor Paul Fockens, Amsterdam, the Netherlands, currently Senior Medical Officer in Hamilton, New Zealand. He has been my promoter, my encourager, and above all, a dear colleague. He is well known to most of you as a faculty member of one of the outrageous numbers of international meetings he has attended or organized, and as an easy, approachable, tall guy with who you can always have an inspiring chat. Before talking about his clinical and academical achievements, I would like to highlight what values most to Paul: his family, and in particular, his children, Kiki and Matthijs, and his wife, Mariska. And to make clear to you that this really matters to him, he would draw you into his world the moment you would step into his office, back in the days at the AMC, where a big part of the wall was covered with huge family pictures. I recall his daughter in a tent with a big smile, Paul on a bike, so typically Dutch, but also these pictures being shown. This was on the day of Paul's thesis defense, November 7th, 1996. And you can feel the energy and proudness of Kiki and Matthijs towards Dr. Paul. This is clearly mutual support, and that's such an incredible driver. How else could you build such an impressive clinical career? Let's take it from the date of Paul's thesis defense. By then, he was already a registered consultant for internal medicine for 6 and for gastroenterology for 4 years. So his research work came on top of a clinical, rather full daily practice. But pragmatic Paul for sure managed to combine these two worlds. His thesis was about clinical impact of endosonography. One of the founding fathers of the gastroenterology, Professor Tietkat, had sent him to a rather dark room to pioneer the emerging field of endoscopic endosonography together with Theo, who rather suddenly left to the USA. From that moment onwards, Paul took the lead in further developing this innovative technique. And he is now known as one of the founders of the EOS, being the co-editor of the landmark book, Endosonography. This book also underlines another of Paul's core capacities, education. As in the book, he would provide you with a clear, structured approach and practical, directly applicable tips and tricks while mastering a technique. His didactic skills, combined with the gift to let you explore with a high degree of freedom, made him an excellent director of Gastroenterology and Hepatology Fellowship, to which he was appointed in 2003. His dedication to train the next generation of gastroenterologists was also demonstrated by his chairmanship of both the European Postgraduate Gastrosurgical School and the Dutch National Gastroenterology Training Committee. And in addition, the organization of countless postgraduate conferences, including the renowned EOS Live Amsterdam and Amsterdam Live course. Scientifically, Paul was always intrigued by innovations, such as endosonography, endoluminal stenting, natural orifice transluminal endoscopic surgery, also known as NOTES, and new programs for colorectal cancer prevention, or any other emerging endoscopic technique. His passion to explore new techniques and study their value for daily patient care made him a member to more than 50 young trainees in achieving their PhD. The importance of this scientific work is reflected in over 500 peer-reviewed papers and an age index of over 90. But you can't really capture Paul in just numbers. Besides an inspiring mentor, always aiming to foster independent minds, he is also gifted with extraordinary leadership skills. which he applied to numerous medical societies and national committees. On the international stage, Paul Fockens served as the General Secretary and then the President of the ESGE between 2010 and 2014. He spearheaded the joint EOS-EUG collaboration project Equality in Endoscopy, which resulted in 8 significant peer-reviewed papers. Following his election, he was elected Vice President and subsequently President of the UEG, serving from 2016 to 2019. During his tenure at the UEG, he really focused on enhancing multidisciplinary interactions. Moreover, as a further indication of his lifetime achievements in gastroenterology and endoscopy, Paul has been recognized and honored worldwide by his peers. This has led to him being elected an honorary fellow for the American, the Japanese, and the European Society of Gastroenterology. Paul has also been awarded honorable memberships from various medical societies worldwide. However, Paul never lost sight of the foundational roots of the department at the AMC, where he began his career as a gastroenterologist, was appointed full professor in 2005 and became the chair of the department in 2010. He was once again a true pioneer when it became clear that the 2 academical medical centers in Amsterdam were going to merge. He devised a plan for the Department of Gastroenterology to take a leading position as early adopter, resulting in a brand new, top-notch endoscopic unit and working facilities run by a world-class team. Rather than setting into the comfort of the corner office after reaching this significant achievement, his well-known open-mindedness and eagerness for new challenges led him to step down as a head of the department in Amsterdam, embarking on a 2-year appointment as an all-round gastroenterologist in Hamilton, New Zealand. True to form, his farewell lectures focus not on the past, but on future explorations, applied title, nog lang niet uitgekeken, meaning far from finished. Paul, we know you as a very kind and purposeful person who combines a confident and determined personality with the exceptional skills to make others feel at ease, seen and heard. The combination of these skills have been the secret behind your extraordinary journey in the field of gastroenterology. A journey you always undertook, keeping the most important in mind. Dear colleagues and friends, I'd like to thank you for listening and ask you to join me in a big applause for this year's Lifetime Achievement Awardee, Professor Paul Fockens.